What's up, football fanatics? Today we're doing something that should be illegal, cramming every football shooting technique known to mankind into just 10 minutes. That's right, from toe pokes to Travellas, from half volleys to holy moly, how did they do that? Bangers! Whether you're trying to impress your mates down at the park or just want to sound smarter while watching the Champions League final, by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what the commentators are talking about when they scream, "What a finish!" Let's be honest, scoring goals is what football's all about. So grab your notepad, stretch those hamstrings, and let's dive into the beautiful chaos of football's most devastating finishing techniques. The placement shot. The placement shot is football's version of a surgeon's scalpel. Precise, deliberate, and when done right, absolutely lethal. This isn't about power, it's about finesse. You're essentially guiding the ball rather than blasting it, using the inside of your foot to create that perfect connection. Watch how players like Lionel Messi open their body, focus on accuracy over power, and find the corners with what looks like minimal effort. The ball just rolls into the perfect spot where goalkeepers can't reach. The secret, it's all in the approach angle and follow through. Your plant foot points toward your target and your striking foot follows through in the direction you want the ball to go. Simple physics, beautiful results. Speaking of physics, what happens when you take that precision and add the force of a nuclear explosion? You get our next devastating weapon. The power drive. The power drive is football's equivalent of bringing a cannon to a knife fight. Raw, thunderous power that makes goalkeepers question their career choices. This is the shot that gets stadiums roaring, the one that leaves a vapor trail and occasionally goalkeeper-shaped holes in nets. Players like Cristiano Ronaldo, Roberto Carlos, and Erling Haaland have turned this into an art form. The technique is all about generating maximum force. Strike through the middle or slightly below the ball with the laces or top of your foot. Keep your ankle locked rigid as steel and follow through like you're trying to kick through the goal, not just into it. The power drive isn't just about strength, it's about proper technique, transferring your body weight perfectly into the strike. Get it wrong, and you'll send innocent birds flying in the parking lot. Get it right, and you'll be on highlight reels for eternity. But what happens when that power shot meets an awkward bounce? That's when real ballers pull out this next technique, the half volley. The half volley is football's ultimate timing test. Hitting the ball just after it bounces off the ground, creating a strike that combines power, unpredictability, and that satisfying thump sound that echoes around stadiums. This technique is the perfect solution when the ball is dropping awkwardly and you don't have time to let it settle. Steven Gerrard built an entire career out of these thunderbolts from outside the box. The key is striking the ball just milliseconds after it touches the ground, when it's still compressed and ready to explode off your foot. Your body position needs to be slightly over the ball with your plant foot alongside it. Get the timing right and you'll generate incredible power with minimal effort. The ground does half the work for you. Get it wrong and well, let's just say the crowd behind the goal better be paying attention. Now, if the half volley is football's timing test, our next shot is its ultimate physics-defying magic trick, the volley shot. Pure, unadulterated footballing art. The volley is striking a ball that hasn't touched the ground, intercepting it in mid-air, and redirecting it with devastating effect. From Zidane's Champions League final winner to countless Wayne Rooney screamers, the volley combines perfect technique with split-second timing. Whether it's a chest-high cross or a falling clearance, connecting sweetly with a volley is one of football's greatest feelings. The successful volley requires keeping your eye on the ball throughout its flight, positioning your body underneath it, and striking through with either the laces for power or the inside for control. Your arms need to be out for balance, and your core engaged to maintain stability. What makes volleys so deadly is their unpredictability for goalkeepers. There's no bounce to read, just sudden redirection at maximum velocity. But what if you want to add some deception to your aerial assault? That's when you pull out this next technique that makes goalkeepers look silly, the chip lob. The chip is football's equivalent of a magician's misdirection. It's all about finesse, deception, and making goalkeepers feel about 2 feet tall. When a goalkeeper is charging out or positioned too far off their line, the chip exploits this by gently lifting the ball over them rather than trying to power through them. It's the ultimate work smarter, not harder approach to scoring. Players like Lionel Messi and Francesco Totti have turned the chip into high art. The technique involves using using the front part of your foot, almost your toes, to get under the ball with a shorter follow-through than a normal shot. It's not about power, it's about soft touch and perfect weight. Too hard, and you're clearing the crossbar. Too soft, and you're giving the goalkeeper a simple catch. When executed perfectly, the chip creates that magical moment of suspended time as the ball floats toward the goal. Spectators holding their breath until it nestles in the net. But what if you need to fool not just the goalkeeper, but the entire defense? That's when you need to master our next technique, the curler. The curler is football's guided missile, a shot that bends, dips, and defies the laws of physics on its way to the goal. This is the technique that creates those impossible goals into the top corner that leave goalkeepers rooted to the spot. Players like David Beckham, Arjen Robben, and Mohamed Salah have built their careers around perfecting this art. The secret lies in striking the ball with the inside or outside of your foot, not through the center, but slightly off to one side. This creates spin that makes the ball curve dramatically in flight. Your follow-through is crucial. You're essentially wrapping your foot around the ball. For right-footed players, the classic curler moves from right to left. For lefties, it's left to right. The approach angle is crucial too. Creating space to cut inside onto your stronger foot sets up the perfect curling opportunity. Now, if the curler is about beautiful arc, our next shot is all about beautiful chaos. The knuckle ball. The knuckle ball is football's version of controlled chaos. A shot that wobbles, dips, and swerves unpredictably through the air, leaving goalkeepers guessing and often guessing wrong. Made famous by Cristiano Ronaldo and Juninho Pernambucano, this technique creates a shot with minimal spin that changes direction mid-flight. It's the football equivalent of throwing a curveball with no curve until the last second. The technique is counterintuitive. You strike through the absolute center of the ball with your instep, keeping your ankle locked and follow through minimal. The contact point is crucial. Hit it dead center with the valve facing you for maximum unpredictability. What makes the knuckleball so effective is that even the striker doesn't always know exactly where it's going. This unpredictability is its greatest weapon. The ball can suddenly drop, rise, or swerve left or right, making it a goalkeeper's worst nightmare. But what if you want to really embarrass defenders with some Brazilian flair? That's when you break out this next exotic technique, the Travella. Football's stylish signature move, using the outside of your foot to create wicked curl that's as beautiful as it is effective. Popularized by players like Ricardo Quaresma and Luka Modric, the Travella allows you to curve the ball in the opposite direction to what would be natural with the inside of your foot. A right footer can curl it right to left, creating angles that seem impossible. The technique involves wrapping the outside of your foot around the ball, almost slicing across it rather than through it. Your ankle needs to be locked and your body positioned to allow this unnatural movement. What makes the Travella special isn't just its effectiveness, it's the style points. There's something uniquely satisfying about watching a ball bend in a direction that defies expectation, and when executed perfectly, it's utterly unstoppable. Now let's talk about the shot that separates the playground heroes from the weekend warriors, the bicycle kick. The bicycle kick is football's ultimate showstopper, an acrobatic mid-air explosion of technique, timing, and sheer audacity. From Pelé in Escape to Victory to Cristiano Ronaldo against Juventus, the bicycle kick represents football at its most spectacular. It's the move that makes teammates and opponents alike stand and applaud. The technique requires immense core strength, perfect timing, and a healthy disregard for personal safety. As the ball comes in at chest height or higher, you launch yourself into the air, back to the goal, and strike the ball with an overhead scissor motion of your legs. What makes the bicycle kick so special isn't just its difficulty, it's the commitment required. There's no half measures. You're either fully committed to this acrobatic feat or you're not trying it at all. When it works, it creates a moment of footballing immortality. But sometimes, football isn't about acrobatics. It's about pure instinct and reaction. Which brings us to our next technique, the toe poke. The toe poke is football's great equalizer, an unglamorous but devastatingly effective technique that proves sometimes the simplest approach is the best. While it might not win style points, the toe poke has decided World Cup matches and Champions League finals. It's the ultimate get it away quickly shot when there's no time for perfect technique. The method is exactly what it sounds like, striking the ball with your toe rather than your instep or laces. This creates a shot with minimal backlift that catches goalkeepers off guard before they can set themselves. What makes the toe poke special is its its unexpectedness. There's no telltale backlift, no positioning of the body, just a sudden, sharp contact that sends the ball goalward before defenders or goalkeepers can react. It's football at its most primal and instinctive, and there you have it, 10 devastating shooting techniques to elevate your game or your football knowledge. From the surgical precision of placement shots to the acrobatic insanity of bicycle kicks, these are the finishing moves that separate good players from great ones. Which of these shots is your go-to finish? Drop a comment below and let me know which technique you want me to break down in even more detail in our next video. If you enjoyed this rapid fire football masterclass, smash that like button, subscribe for weekly football content, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Remember, practice these techniques responsibly. I'm not responsible for any broken windows, angry neighbors, or goalkeepers with PTSD after you master these shots. Until next time, keep banging them in, and I'll see you on the pitch.